Hello everyone. So in this lecture I'm going to start one important topic, that is distribution of identical objects among distinct groups or distinct boxes. Okay, so let us begin with the next important topic, that is we can say that yes, we covered two possibilities or two cases in division into groups. First one was yes, distribution of distinct among distinct. Second was a distinct among identical. Now third possibility is yes, a distribution of identical objects among distinct objects. Okay, so yes, that is very important for gate point of view, as well as we can say that for various competitive exams. Okay, so this one is very important. So topic is what we can say that distribution of distribution of identical objects among different boxes, or we can say that distinct boxes. That is the name of the topic. That is very important. So remember, this one is applicable only when the objects which are going to be distributed are identical, and the boxes or groups in which these objects are to be distributed that are different or distinct, isn't it? So what is the formula? So we'll see yes what is the formula, and later we'll see how this formula came. So write down the question. The statement of this one is the total number of, we can say that, ways of distributing identical objects among, we can say that, n persons or n distinct boxes. Persons means human being, and by default human beings are distinct only. Okay, such that we can say that, remember this condition is important, such that any person get any number of things. That is the, yes, we can say that statement, and that is given by, yes, so total number of ways given by was one magical formula, that is n minus 1 plus r c r, isn't it? So remember guys, here remember this one. Yes, we can say that distributing, yes, here written, yes, right, are identical objects. Let's say here are identical objects are there. So remember guys, what is n? N means boxes or persons or groups in which these are identical objects are to be distributed. And R is what? R, we can say that the objects which are going to be distributed. Okay. So let us consider one example, and after that I will explain you guys. Yes, listen me, try to listen me correctly. Yes, we'll see how this formula came, isn't it? What is the derivation? What is the logic behind that? Yes, how this formula came. So yes, try to listen me correctly. I will explain you everything. Okay. So you can say that, let's say formula is what? We can say that formula is n minus 1 plus r cr, where r are the identical objects and n are the, yes, boxes or persons which are distinct. Now let us consider, let's say r value is 9 and let's say n value equals to 4, isn't it? So we can say that one possible way of distribution can be like this or not. Let's say first group contains two identical objects, second group contains, let's say, three identical objects, and let's say third one contains only one object, and fourth one contains three objects. Let's say this one is the one possible way of distribution or no? Yes, we can say that this is one possible way of distribution, isn't it? This is one way, yes, we can say that, of distribution, in which first group contains two elements, two objects, second contains three, third contains one, and fourth contains three only, isn't it? Now in the statement it is written that any person can get any number of objects. That means any person can have zero number of objects also. So we'll see total number of ways will be how many. Now you only tell me, yes, let us consider, yes, let's say, yes, this is one word. Yes, assume that this is one word in which two types of letters are there. First one is we can say that vertical bars, and second one we can say that cross signs. So we can say that let us consider this is one word. Now I'm writing yes permutation of this word. So one permutation can be like that or not. Yes, let's say yes, this is one permutation or not. You only tell me yes or no. Yes, we can say that this is one permutation of this word in which we can say that yes, this came here and this came here. Yes, we can say that vertical bar came at the yes second position and cross come to the third position. Yes, permutation means all possible arrangements. So we can say that this is also one possible, isn't it? Next one, you only tell me whether this one is possible or not. Yes, this one is also possible, or we can say that yes, this one is also possible, and we can say that this is also a permutation of this particular word. Yes or no? Isn't it? Okay. Let us consider one more permutation. Yes, a different arrangements we can see that. Yes, let's say this is also possible. Yes or no? This is also possible or not? Yes, you only tell me in which we can say that first group contains, first person contains 5, second contains 0, yes or no, third contains 1 object, and the last one contains 3 objects. Yes or no? Can we say or not? That means we can say that, yes, we can say that here every permutation or arrangement, yes, we can say that, yes, corresponds to one of the way of distribution or not. So we can say that the total number of permutation of this particular word, yes, will give you the total number of ways of distribution. Yes or no? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So our task is what we can say that find the total number of permutations or arrangement of this particular word. Yes, any word you can assume. So we can say that in this word, two types of letters are there. Yes, we can say that vertical bar and cross. You only tell me. Let us consider one word is there A B B, then A C, then B. Yes or no? Yes, let us say this is the one word. Now total permutation we already covered in the last lectures. So we can say that total letters are 6. So 6 factorial. So we can say that B is repeating 3 times. So divided by 3 factorial. A is repeated 2 times. So divided by 2 factorial. So we can say that these many will be the total number of permutations. For this question, you only tell me how many permutations will be there. Yes, total letters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can say that that is 12 factorial. Yes or no? And divided by, yes, we can say that here two types of letter are there. Vertical bars are identical of first kind and cross are the identical objects of second kind. So bars are repeating 3 times, so we can divide it 3 factorial. And with the cross we can say that cross are how many? 9. So divide by 9 factorial. So that will be the answer. So let us put these value in this formula. Then we'll say this becomes 4 minus 1 plus 9c9. That is we can say that that is yes 12c9, and 12c9 is what? 12 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 9 factorial or no? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So we can say that here, yes, if n persons are there, so if 4 persons were there, then 3 vertical bar, yes or no? Because 3 vertical bars, yes, will create 4 groups. So we can say that if n minus 1 vertical bars will be there, then we can say that, yes, you only tell me, n minus 1 vertical bars will be there, then it will create n number of groups or not? Yes or no? So we can say that vertical bars will be how many? N minus 1 plus r whole factorial or not? Divided by we can say that n minus 1 factorial into r factorial, isn't it? So we can generalize in this way. Next one, you only tell me, can we write it like that or not? N minus 1 plus r c n minus 1 or not? Yes or no? And you know one property NCR is equals to NC n minus r. So apply that particular property, then we'll get n minus 1 plus RCR. Yes. So we can say that that is the required formula. And how it came, I clearly explained to you guys. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. So different we can say that varieties of questions will be there based on this formula. Various problems will reduce in this particular formula. So we can say that this one is one of the magical formula of distribution. But remember guys, the restrictions are what? The objects must be identical and the boxes or persons or groups must be, yes, distinct. Then only this formula is applicable. So we'll see variety of questions which are based on, yes, this particular topic we can say, isn't it? So write down first problem. Okay. So write down first problem. Different variety of questions will, yes, we can say that change in this particular formula. So question is, in how many ways we can say that 10 identical red balls can be distributed among, yes, three different boxes, isn't it? That is the question. So you only tell me what is the value of r means number of objects which are going to be distributed. 10 all are identical and n equals to 3. So what will be the answer? 3 minus 1 plus 10 c10. So we can say that 12 c10, that is, we can say that 66. That will be the correct answer. Yes or no? Yes, can we say this problem is equivalent? Yes, we can say this particular problem is equivalent to, yes, one next problem. Let's say, can we say that this one will be the, yes, you only tell me. Let us take total number of integral solution of the equation. You only tell me. Yes, let's say x1 plus x2 plus x3 equals to, let's say, 10. Isn't it? That is given to you guys. Now you only tell me. It is given that, yes, let's say it is also given that x1 lies between 0 to 10. It is also given that x2 lies between 0 to 10. Also, it is given that x3 lies between 0 to 10. Isn't it? So this one is given to you 0 to 10. Okay. So this one is given to you. Now you only tell me. Yes, here we can assume that there are three boxes x1, x2, x3 and 10 things are to be distributed among these three boxes. Yes or no? Yes, can we say that or not? Yes or no? Yes, we can say that here three boxes are there and these are different because x1, x2 and x3, and we need to, yes, we can say that distribute 10 things among these because some of these will be 10. We can say that if 10 are distributed among three groups, then the sum of all elements of the all three groups will be 10 only. So we can say that this problem reduces to this problem only. Yes or no? Can we say or not? Yes, we can say that x1 can have zero number of objects, x2 can have, yes, we can say that 8 and x3 have 2. So that is one possible combination, or we can say that that is one possible way of distribution of 10 objects into three boxes. Yes or no? Isn't it? So we can say that this problem reduces to this particular formula, that is n minus 1 plus RCR. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Remember, here 0 is allowed. Yes, 0 is allowed because in the initially in the statement you written that any person can get any number of objects, means 0 is also allowed. Yes or no? So we can say that this problem reduces to given formula, that is n minus 1 plus RCR. So here we can say that here three persons or three objects are there. So n value is 10 and we can say that r equals to 10. Sorry, n equals to 3 and r equals to 10. So we can say that yes, n minus 1 plus 10 c10, that is 66. That is the correct answer only. Yes or no? Isn't it? You can see the solution of this particular question will be what? Let's say one solution will be, let's say 0 0 10. One will be 0 10 0. Then we can say that 10 0 0. Then we can say that 9 1 0. Then we can say that 9 0 1. Then we can say that, let's say 820, yes or no, and so on. Yes, these will be the, yes, all the combinations will be there, and every combination will be the solution of this particular equation, yes or no. And you can see every solution here represents one of the distribution. Yes, we can say that that is one way of distribution in which first person get 0, second get 0, and third get 10, and so on. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So we can say that this one is the, yes, various problems we'll see that will reduce to this particular magical formula, isn't it? Okay, write down next one. Next one, question number 2. Yes, we can say that if 10 identical coins, if 10 identical coins are tossed, then in how many ways the outcomes can occur? That is the next question, isn't it? So we'll see the solution. Yes, can we say that 10 identical coins are tossed? Yes, simultaneously. That is the meaning, isn't it? Then in how many ways outcomes can occur? So we can say that there may be, yes, out of these 10, we can say that 0 head and all tails, 10 tails, or we can say that it could be 1 head and 9 tails, or 2 head and we can say that 8 tails, and so on. But ultimately we can say that number of heads plus number of tails will be 10 only. Yes or no? So we can say that number of head plus number of tails will be 10 only. Yes, again we can say that this reduces to the, yes, n minus 1 plus RCR. Yes or no? In that particular problem, yes or no? Okay, here how many boxes or persons are there means how many variables are there. Yes, that much will be the value of n. So we can say that n is 2 and r is 10. Again apply the formula n minus 1 plus RCR. So we can say that it comes out to be, yes, 2 minus 1 plus 10 C10. So we can say that it is 11 C10. The answer will be the 11 only. Yes, manually you can count. Yes, let's say these are the number of tails and number of heads. So we can say that number of tails could be 0 and heads 10. Then we can say that 1 9. Then we can say that 2 8. Then we can say that 3 7, and up to we can say that 10 0. So you can say that 0 to 10, 11 cases are there. Count value is 11. So we can say that 11 is the correct answer. Yes or no? Isn't it? Okay. Next one, we can proceed to the next one. Remember guys, in the questions, yes, if nothing is given, let's say it is given that 10 identical, if identical word is not there, let's say 10 coins are tossed. So by default, what we will assume, yes, we can say that by default, if nothing is given, then we can assume the objects to be identical. If objects are distinct, then in the question statement it will be mentioned to you guys that yes, 10 distinct red balls are to be distributed. If distinct word is not there, then by default we will assume that the objects are identical. So be careful about that. Okay, right on. Next one, next type of problem which reduces to n minus 1 plus RCR. Okay, next one we can say that, let's say, chocolate problem. Next one is chocolate problem. So let's say there are three chocolate jars. Three chocolate jars are given to you. Let's say inside this jar, red chocolates are there and infinite number of chocolates are there. And here, let's say green chocolates are there. And here, let's say blue chocolates are there. Isn't it? Remember, inside any jar, all red are identical to, yes, these. Yes or no? Means separately. All reds are identical. Similarly, all greens are identical. All blues are identical. Isn't it? These are chocolate jars. Isn't it? Okay. So we can say that let us consider infinite number of chocolates are there. Isn't it? Now my question is, what is the question? So first question is what? In how many ways in how many ways we can select 10 chocolates out of these jars. So we can say that 3 jars are there. So yes, we can say that in how many ways we can select 10 chocolates out of these jars. We can say that we can select any number of chocolates, but ultimately we need to select 10. Any number of wins, we can say that we can select any number of red or green or blue or any combination, but sum will be the 10 only. So we can say that sum of red plus sum of green plus sum of blue, that must be equals to 10. Yes or no? Isn't it? We are guaranteed, we can say that XR will lies between 0 to 10. Yes or no? Guaranteed? Yes or no? Green, yes, number of green chocolates will also be lies between 0 to 10. And blue chocolates will also be lies between 0 to 10. Yes or no? Yes, no negative value means negative number of chocolates, then there is no meaning. Yes or no? Now you only tell me. Yes, again we can say that 3 variables are there. So we can say that n value is 3 and r value is 10. Again we can apply the formula, that is n minus 1 plus rcr. So it is comes out to be 12c10, that is 66. So 66 will be the correct answer. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. So moving to the next problem. Yes, write down next one. Yes, one more variety. Write down next one. Let us say it is given that in how many ways we can distribute an identical objects among, let's say, 3 persons, such that each person get at least one object. Isn't it? That is the problem. Isn't it? So here, yes, we can say that question is, yes, in how many ways we can distribute 10 identical objects among 3 persons such that each person get at least one object. So we can say that, let's say 3 persons are there. So we can say that sum of objects will be, yes, how many? We can say that 10 only. Isn't it? Because we are distributing 10. So yes, we can say that sum of yes, all objects, yes, we can say that will be the 10 only. Yes, isn't it? Okay, but here one condition is given to you, that is at least one. That means x1 lies between 1 to 10. Similarly, we can say that x2 lies between 1 to 10. Similarly, x3 lies between 1 to 10. Yes or no? Can we say or not? Okay. If the scenario is like that, so directly we cannot apply the n minus 1 plus RCR. Isn't it? Why? Because that is applied when there is, yes, 0 here. So remember, this one is known as lower constraint. Yes, we can say that it is a lower constraint. Why? Because if it is 0, then there is a no constraint according to the formula n minus 1 plus RCR. But yes, this one is known as yes, upper constraint, but here there is no upper constraint, that is equal to right hand side. Yes or not? 10. Isn't it? That means there is no upper constraint. Isn't it? So we can say that if left hand side is equals to 0 and right hand side equals to, yes, we can say that R. Let's say this is R. Then we can say that there is no constraint, neither lower nor upper. But here we can say that instead of 0, 1 is there. So directly we cannot apply the formula. Why? Because you only tell me here constant is there. So we can say that in this particular case, total number of ways will be some less than, we can say that yes, some less than when it is 0. Yes or no? Because if 0 is allowed, then we can see that more number of ways will be there. But here one constant is there, 0 is not allowed, we can start with 1. So guaranteed the number of combination in this case will be some less. Yes or no? Some less number of combinations will be there. Okay. Now you only tell me how to distribute these one. So remember this one. Yes, can we say that? Yes, distribute one objects to each person initially, and distributing identical objects are there because objects are identical. So the ways of distributing one objects to all three persons will be the only one way. Yes or no? Because objects are identical, we can select anyone. Yes or no? We can select anyone and give to x2. Select anyone from, yes, we can say that, and give to x3. Yes or no? So we can say that, yes, initially what we are doing, give one objects to each of these, and this can be done in one way. Now remaining are how many? Yes, total was 10. Now 10 minus 3, because we distributed 1 to all three persons. Now remaining are 7. Now 7 objects are there. Now distribute these sevens among three persons such that any person can get any number of objects. Yes or no? Isn't it? Now our condition will be satisfied or not? Yes, satisfied. So we can say that here. Yes, try to listen me correctly. After distributing, we can say that distributed, yes, 1 to all three persons, then the number of ways will be, yes, one only. Now remaining are 7. Now 7 distribute 7, these 7 among these three persons in such a way that anyone can get any number of objects. Yes or no? So we can say that now remaining objects are how many? We can say that 10 minus 3, that is 7. Now distribute these 7 among these three. Already we have given 1. Now these number of the combinations will be the answer. Yes or no? So remaining, we can say that here, yes, we can say that r becomes what? 7, n is 3. So we can say that 3 minus 1 plus 7c7. So it is, we can say that 9c7. Yes or no? Isn't it? It is 9c7, and 9c7 we can say that that is 36. So we can say that 36 will be the correct answer. If there was no constraint, then total answer was 66. Now we can say that some less number of combinations will be there because of constraint. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, write down next one. So we can say that total number of ways, yes, we did two tasks. First, distribute one objects, that can be done with one way, and means multiplication, that is 3 minus 1 plus 7, 7. So that will be the correct answer. Yes or no? Okay. Because this problem, yes, or we can say that n minus 1 plus RCR, this formula is valid, and any person can get any number of objects. Isn't it? Okay. So here we can say that three lower constraints will be there. Yes or no? Three constraints are there. Yes or no? And these all constraints were lower constraints. No upper constraint is there. Yes, we'll see in the next questions what is the meaning of upper constraints also. Okay, before that, write down one more problem. Next one. Find the total number of integral solutions of the equation is given to you, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4, that is, let's say, equals to 20, and constraints are also given that x1 lies between 0 to 20, also x2 lies between 1 to 20, and x3 lies between 2 to 20, and x4 lies between, let's say, 3 to 20. Yes or no? Now you only tell me, yes, our task is find the total number of integral solutions of the equation, this one, isn't it? So we can say that that is the task, isn't it? Okay. Now you only tell me, yes, we can say that here 0 is there, that means no lower constraint, but here one lower constraint is there, isn't it? Similarly, we can say that here also one lower constraint is there, and here also we can say that one lower constraint is there. Yes or no? So what is the procedure? Yes, distribute one object to x2, two objects to x3, and three objects to x4 initially, isn't it? Yes, let's say, yes, distribute one object to x2, two objects to x3, and three objects to x3 initially, and that can be done by one way. Yes or no? This can be done in one way. Yes or no? Okay. Because distributing, yes, 3 to x4, 2 to x3, and 1 to x2, that can be done, yes, in one way. Because objects are identical. Yes or no? There is no another way. Yes or no? Now we can say that after distributing, yes, the total are how many? 20, 20 minus, we can say that, yes, 3 we have given to x4, yes, 2 we have given to x2, 1 we have given to x2. So we can say that 20 minus, we can say that 6. Now we can say that 14 are remaining. Now distribute these 14 among all these, we can say that x1, x2, x3, x4 in such a way that anyone can get any number of objects. Now our condition satisfied, so we can apply n minus 1 plus RCR. So we can say that now problem reduces to what? X1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4, that must be equals to 20 minus 6, that is 14. So we can say that here n value is 4 and r value is 14. Yes or no? R value is 14. So we can apply the formula. One way was for, yes, distributing 1, 2, 3 to x2, x3, x4 respectively into, now we can distribute these 14 in among all four persons or four variables, such that any variable can get any number of, yes, objects. Yes or no? Or values, whatever it is. So it becomes what? We can say that n value is 4, so 4 minus 1 plus 14c 14, so this comes out to be 17c 14. That will be the correct answer. So I think you can do, yes, you can do these questions. Yes or no? Okay, let us consider one more problem. Okay, let us consider one more problem. Yes, let's say find the total number of integral solutions of the equation. Equation is given to you a plus b plus c equals to 10, and a is greater than minus 1, b is greater than minus 2, and c is greater than 1. Now you only tell me, yes, you only tell me this is given to you. So we can say that here lower constant is there. If it is 0, then we can say that no lower. Otherwise, we can say that lower constants are there. Now you only tell me if it is 0, yes, or we can say that if it is 0, then the number of combinations will be, yes, less or more than this particular given question. Yes, if it is 0 here, yes, at every place if it is 0 here, then the number of combinations will be less. Now number of combinations or number of solutions will be more. Why? Because domain get increased. Now not only 0, we can start with minus 1 or minus 2. Yes, whatever it is given. Yes or no? Yes, we'll see what will be the answer. Same way is there. Yes, whatever be the values or lower constraints, we subtract these from, yes, this r value right hand side. So we can say that 10 minus, we can say that minus 1 plus minus 2 plus 1. So it is, we can say that, yes, this becomes what? We can say that 10 minus minus 2, so it is 12. Now logically we can say that, logically, yes, this r value get increased. Yes or no? Because values start from minus, so more combinations will be there, more solutions will be there, so logically this will increase. Yes or no? Now also we can apply the formula. Yes, here n value is what? N value is 3. R value is what? That is 12. Now we can apply the formula 3 minus 1 plus 12c 12. So 14c 12 will be the correct answer. Yes or no? So we can say that whatever be the lower constraints, we initially assign these to the given variable. So here minus 1, here minus 2 and here plus 1, and these will be subtracted from the right hand side. After subtraction, the problem becomes the standard problem, that is n minus 1 plus RCR. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay. Yes. So yes, we'll see some more questions. Yes, in the next lecture also. Okay. In the next lecture, we'll see the same. Yes, we can say that we'll continue the same topic, isn't it? We'll continue the same topic and we'll see some more problems based on this particular formula, magical formula, and you will see different variations that get reduces to the standard formula, that is n minus 1 plus RCR. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. Now you only tell me, yes, can we write? Yes, if yes, we can say that if problems having, yes, we can say that lower constraints can be solved by using the formula n minus 1 plus RCR, but some adjustment is required, and this thing is the adjustment. Yes or no? So write down one note. Yes, you can write down one note. We can say that problems having only, remember this one, only lower constraints can be solved by using, we can say that, the formula, that is n minus 1 plus RCR with some adjustment. And what is the adjustment? With some adjustment, and we see in what is the adjustment. Initially, yes, distribute whatever the sum of, we can say that, whatever the lower constant, initially, yes, assign or distribute to, yes, these particular persons or variable, isn't it? And after subtract the sum of all lower constant from right hand side, that is R, then your standard problem begin. Yes or no? I hope this one is clear to everyone. So we'll proceed. Yes, this particular problem, or we can say that this particular formula n minus 1 plus RCR, or this particular concept, in the next lecture also. Okay, guys. Okay. So I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. Thank you so much.